Hello everyone, myself Vijay Lakra, Assistant Professor, Management Department, Sant Haridas College of Higher Education. My today's topic is motivation. Definition of motivation, factors that aid to motivation, types of motivation, and elements of motivation. Now start with the introduction. Motivation is a powerful tool in the hands of a manager for inducing his subordinates to act in the desired manner by satisfying their needs and desires. It is concerned with how behavior gets started, is energized, initiated, sustained, and directed. A successful manager knows that the issue of direction, however well convinced, does not mean that they will be followed. He makes appropriate use of motivation to enthuse the personnel to work effectively for the attainment of the established goal. Motivation may be regarded as an integral part of the process of direction. In direction, the subordinates, the managers has tried to create in them the willingness to pursue the goal of the organization enthusiastically. Now, what is motivation? Motivation is the process of inspiring people in order to intensify their desire and willingness for executing their duties effectively and for cooperating to achieve the common objective of the enterprise. Motivation is the executing force that stimulates a man to put his best in the accomplishment of a task. Ayn Rand says that a creative man is motivated by the desire to achieve, not by the desire to beat others. Robert S. Woodworth says that motivation is the state of individual which disposes him to certain behavior for seeking goals. Now, what are the factors that aid to motivation? First is adequate financial incentives. Provision should be made for fair and adequate remuneration of the employees of the enterprise. Remuneration must be fixed in such a way that the employees are satisfied. If they are not well paid, they will not be motivated to perform their work with sincere efforts. Therefore, proper arrangement are to be made for sufficient amount of wages and salaries, bonus, various allowance, etc. in order to encourage the employees. One is congenial work environment. Conductive work environment is needed for motivating the employees effectively. If favorable working conditions are not created, the process of motivation will not be fruitful. A suitable work environment means proper arrangement for ventilation and lighting, cleanliness, and healthy atmosphere at the workplace. Next factor is provision for promotion. The employees are motivated through their promotion in future. Arrangement for promotion should be based on seniority or efficiency of the employees. Next is non-monetary facilities. Beside the financial incentives, some non-monetary facilities like the provision for traveling, education, accommodation, and medical treatment of the employees free of cost should be arranged for motivation. Next is retirement benefits. Retirement benefits of the employees should be satisfactory for influencing them to work more. Arrangement of the important retirement benefit like the provision of provident fund, pension, gratuity, etc. are to be made. Next factor is security of job. The employees should be ensured that the stability of their employment. If they feel safe and secure in their job, they will be highly motivated. Next is goodwill and possibility of development of the enterprise. The employees will be well motivated to perform their jobs more effectively if the enterprise in which their work has a good reputation in the market, and there lies to possibility of expansion, growth, and prosperity in near future. Now next one is recognition of good work. The performance of good work by the employees should be recognized, accepted, and praised by the upper level manager for creation of motivation among the employees. Now, types of motivation. There are two types of motivation. First is intrinsic motivation, second is extrinsic motivation. It is important to understand that we are not all the same. Thus, effectively motivating the employees required that to gain an understanding of the different types of motivation. Such an understanding will enable an organization to better categorize their team members and apply the appropriate types of motivation. Organization will find each member different and each member's motivational needs will be varied as well. Some people respond best to intrinsic, which means from within, and will meet any obligation of an area of their passion. Quite the reverse, other will respond better to extrinsic motivation, which in their word provide that difficult task can be dealt with provided there is an reward upon completion of that task. Now in detail we will understand what is intrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation means that the individual's motivation stimuli are coming from within. The individual has the desire to perform a specific task because its results are in accordance with his belief system or fulfill a desire, and therefore importance is attached to it. Our deep rooted desire have a highest motivational power. Some example are: first is acceptance. We all need to feel that we as well as our decision are to be accepted by our co-workers. Curiosity. We all have the desire to be in the know. Honor. We all need to respect the rules to be ethical. Independence. We all need to feel we are unique. Order. We all need to be organized. Power. We all have the desire to be able to have influence. Social contact. We all need to have some social interactions. And the last one is social status. We all have the desire to feel important. Now, what is extrinsic motivation? Extrinsic motivation means that the individual's motivation stimuli are coming from outside. In other words, our desire to perform a task are controlled by an outside source. Note that even though the stimuli are coming from outside, the result of performing the task will still be rewarding for the individual performing the task. Extrinsic motivation is an external in nature. The most well known and the most debated motivation is money. Some other examples are employees of the month award, benefit package, bonuses, organized activities. Now, what are the key elements in motivation? There are mainly three key elements in motivation. First is intensity. It describes how hard a person tries. This is the element that most of us focus on when we talk about motivation. Second is direction. Highly intensity is unlikely to lead to favorable job performance outcomes unless the efforts is channeled in a direction that benefit the organization. Therefore, the quality of effort as well as its intensity matters. Effort directed toward and consistent with the organization's goal is the kind of effort one should be seeking. And the last one is persistence. It measures how long a person can maintain efforts. Motivated individual stay with a task long enough to achieve their goals. Thank you. This is all about motivation. Thank you so much.